June, being celebrated here at the New York Public Library for the Performing Arts at Lincoln Center with a brand new exhibition. And here to tell us all about it is Jacqueline Davis, the head of the library.
A new music-inspired exhibit is heating things up in Harlem. Our Roger Clark joins us now with more on that. Hi, Roger.
This one called Motown, The Truth is a Hit. And if you're a music fan, and of course if you love the music of Motown, well, this is the place you want to be.
A library in Washington Heights that's been closed to the public for years is now back open. And as our Roger Clark tells us, patrons say it's worth the wait.
Joining me now for a look at the books we share with our kids at bedtime is Elizabeth Bird. She's a youth material specialist at the New York Public Library.
And the New York Public Library has a new web app called Building Inspector. That's not a game, not a practical tool, but rather a way for you to help the library with a cutting-edge project.
You may not think people are clamoring to get into the local library, but in fact they are, specifically children who are still too young for school.
They or their parents or caregivers are big on story time, but there's such a demand, well, this story doesn't always end well.
One library manager told me that he's even seen cases where people brought counterfeit tickets, hoping to get into story time.
When you think of libraries, you probably think of books, magazines, and computers. But as Matt King shows us, the New York Public Library has a very unusual collection of things you'd never guessed existed here in the city.
There's over 30,000 linear feet of archival material.
We find a copy of the Gutenberg Bible. He also shows us Shakespeare's nearly 400-year-old First Folio, Jack Kerouac's fantasy baseball rosters, the desk at which Charles Dickens wrote his novels.
The library question, the New York Public Library. The clue led to these handwritten lyrics from the new album, Ghost Stories. They were stuck inside the book, Who's Haunting the White House? Well, the library says that a fan found them 15 minutes after opening.
The New York Public Library is tweaking plans to renovate its flagship Midtown building. Now, the books and libraries will stay in place. The renovation will add computer labs and an adult education center. And the Schwartzman building will feature a new education corridor serving children and teens and more than double the current exhibition space.
We welcome Anthony Marks. He's the president and CEO of the New York Public Library.
This announcement means we can have the greatest renovation of our largest branch ever. We can have the largest renovation of our main building, the Schwartzman building, open much more to the public. And we can save the books and keep them on site so that people can get them now and they'll be able to get them a generation or two.
A lot of your critics work with.
The New York Public Library opens a special exhibition today at the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture in Harlem. The show is called Phenomenal Woman, Maya Angelou. The month-long tribute will showcase items from her personal papers, which are held by the library.